Okay.
I took this entry in the 4-hour time frame. And when we look at this structure right here, we can see that we have a break and related structure. And
Yeah.
we also have a hidden structure that begins from here to somewhere here down. So like if we these structures have interact in one way or another, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like they are together, I can say, because the break and related structure begins from this price here till here, and this structure begins from here till here. So it's we can term it as one thing. So what I did, I tried to look for a sniper entry around this area right here by using the idea of the hidden structure. Okay, I tried to look for a hidden structure around the around this area right here.
Okay,
So
but this one here, before you go, how you said, I don't understand. How do you term it one structure, this break and retest, and the other one behind it?
okay,
Is that validation points, or
okay. Let me show you right here. So we can see that this structure on the break-in related structure began from here to this area right here, right? In this structure right here, hello, hello,
can you hear me? I can,
you're somehow breaking. You're somehow
can
breaking.
you hear me now?
Yeah, somehow.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So I was saying right here, we had two signals, right? We had the break in the rate structure that begins from here to here, right? And we have a hidden
Yeah.
invalidation that begins from here to here. So we can see these two entries have intersect, like they've interact or collide or something, because
Okay.
yeah, I will get the point still there when I say that they are together, because the first
Yeah.
entry begins
Yes. Yes.
here to here, and the second entry begins from the first entry to right here down. So
Yeah.
when I reached to this point, I tried to look for a hidden invalidation. I mean, for a hidden structure around this area
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. I
So
understand.
what I did, I dropped to the 1 hour time frame.
In the 4 hour or the 1 hour?
1 hour time frame. Right now we're in the 4 hour, so we dropped to a lower time frame to look for an entry. So at the time when you drop to a lower time frame, the first entry we have inside here, remember we are looking for a hidden structure. In the hidden structure we are looking for has to be between these two lines right here. I'm trying to simplify things right here. So this right here was our first entry.
Yeah, structure retest, yeah.
Yeah, though it's a hidden structure, though you can call it a structure retest right now. So I dropped to a lower time frame. I dropped in the 30 minutes time frame, and in the 30 minutes time frame, I found this other structure right here. I found this structure right here. I found another structure retest, and I also found a break-in retest structure right here. So I didn't term this
Yeah.
break-in retest structure because it has collided with this structure right here. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my anticipations were right on these two entries right here, whereby price came and retested on this entry right here. In our second entry right here.
Yeah.
So this was the entry I took right there.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
what confirmation do you work with? Do you have any candlestick confirmation, or you just wait for rejection and then you enter?
I usually place my order then, though sometimes sometimes I can take a trade then okay, and sometimes I usually wait for a rejection candlestick in a very lower time frame. When I talk about the lower time frame, I'm talking about the 1 minute time frame, or maybe the 15 minutes time frame. Also, we also have another confirmation. Let me show you right here. Though I don't usually use this confirmation that much unless I'm not sure of the structure I'm going to trade. So let's say this is our entry right here. What I usually wait for, okay, this is our entry, right? I usually wait for a re-entry in a very lower time frame. Okay, in a very lower time frame. That's why I wait for the re-entry. Like, let's take an example right here. In this structure we have, we can see that we had our invalidation right there, right? When price was moving on the upside, we had a re-entry right here. Okay, you can see that price respected.
That's a new invalidation, right? Is that the new invalidation?
Yeah.
Or is it break and retest?
Let me see. No, price didn't respect here. Price came to respect on this hidden invalidation, whereby the hidden invalidation was from this point to this point down here. So this was the entry, okay? Or you can it's any entry that will be on the lower time frame. That's the entry I usually use sometimes when I'm not sure of the structure I'm going to trade. Like if I don't trust the structure that much, I usually wait for such confirmations. Do you have any other questions?
No. For now, no.
Okay, so let's check out other pairs or indices.
Okay. You can share.
Which index would you like us to?
You can. You can check step index. Do you trade step index? I don't know.
No, I don't trade, but I can analyze it because the strategy works on both. So as usual, we will have to go to the most higher time frame, the daily time frame.
Yeah.
And when you get to the daily time frame, we'll squeeze the chart to look out for that trend, to identify the trend. And
you zoom out to the smallest.
Yeah, so that it can fit inside the screen. So right here we can see it's the overall trend. It's a downtrend, right? And after getting the first confirmation, you have to go to the second confirmation. You have to look at the latest breakout structures. And remember, when we talked about we talked about the trend, how to identify a trend, and we said that an entry can also give you a confirmation if this trend is an uptrend or downtrend. right? And also
Okay.
another confirmation we usually use, it's breakout structure. So right
Yeah.
here, we can see that price made a new low right here,
Yeah.
right here. We broke structure. If price didn't break this structure up here, that means we are still having a downtrend. We are still having a downtrend. That means we are still having a downtrend.
Okay. So how do you know which points to mark on the most recent price action? Do you just mark the on like in a downtrend, you mark the highest points, then you mark the
Yeah,
most recent break of structure?
yeah, you mark the most high and the most low, the recent structures that identify the
Yeah,
trend.
but in this case, isn't the most low here, isn't it this one here? This
Right
one here
here.
that I'm seeing. Yes, but you didn't mark that place.
Okay, I didn't mark this one because this is the structure we're expecting price to come to break for now. That's why I didn't mark it. The latest break of structure is right here. This was the structure that was already broken. This is the latest.
Okay, you okay. For a downtrend, you look for the highest points, mark it, then the latest the last break of structure.
Yeah, of course.
And
In all trends, you have to consider the same on the lowest and the highest. So right here we can see that we have a confirmation on this structure retest right here. So when price came to retest on this structure retest, this is the confirmation that we have a strong sell. And remember, the signal was in a higher time frame. This is the daily time frame, right? That's when we had this sell right here.
yeah,
And also at the same time, right here, we had another sell right here. So what I can see right now, we have a high possibility of creating more lows. So what you're going to do next, we're going to drop in lower time frames to see it more clearly. So we'll drop to the 4-hour time frame. We'll drop to the 4-hour time frame. And in the 4-hour time frame, we are going to look at the latest structure. So in the higher time frame, we had a confirmation that we have a sell, right? So we were supposed to
yeah,
look for more cells, whereby we had a re-entry right here. We had a re-entry right there.
is that's a break and retest structure, right?
Yeah, of course. So we had a re-entry right here. So that means if we would have take this entry right here and would have already take some particular profit and made a break even, expecting price to create more lows. Though at the time we're expecting price to create more lows, price made usually has pullbacks and stuff like that, like
Yeah,
pullbacks, drawdowns. Depends on the market structure that you are in.
yeah,
So here we expect more sales due to these confirmations that we have. We have the confirmation from the higher time frame, that's the daily time frame, the overall trend or the downtrend. We also had a structure retest in the daily time frame. We also had a break of structure. We created a new low, and right here we had a new a re-entry right here.
yeah,
So all of those are confirmation that we still have a possibility of creating more lows. And also you shouldn't place an order without having more than 2 confirmations. You should have something like three and above confirmations to take your trade.
yeah. So the first confirmation is the trend,
Yeah.
and then
Uh,
the
for,
second is what?
The first confirmation we had was the trend in the higher time frame, in the daily time frame, right? And the
Yeah.
second confirmation we had right here was this entry right here. Remember, we said that our entries sometimes gives us confirmation on the trend. So we had a confirmation
Yeah.
that we are creating more lows. So we had this is the second confirmation, and we had the third confirmation right here. Price came to a test on the invalidation. Okay, this is the new invalidation. It's the new invalidation right here. And we also had another confirmation. That's the fourth confirmation, if I'm not mistaken, in the 4-hour time frame. Right here, price gave us a re-entry in the 4-hour time frame. So we were supposed to, if you would have missed the first opportunity, you had the second opportunity, and if you missed the second opportunity, then you would have get this third opportunity of the re-entry. Is there any other index or you would like to analyze? You can choose any.
In your analysis, if you're going to look,
Yeah, you're
are you
saying?
there?
Yeah, I'm there.
If you're going to look, if you now, let's say you want to create the next entry, you're looking for your next entry. So how do you analyze it to get your next entry, since you just missed the re-entry?
Okay, you're talking about the re-entry, right?
Yeah, see, you missed this entry, last entry. So how do you get another entry for the step index that we were just analyzing?
Okay.
So like analyze it now, like you want to take a trade. Like how do you get another entry?
Okay, let's go to the higher time frame. And let's say we missed this entry right here.
Yeah.
We missed this entry right here, and we're in the second day. We are in this candlestick right here. We are talking about today's date. So what you are going to do will drop to a lower time frame, look for a possible sell, right? Because right here we missed this entry, and we can see that our analysis is telling us that we have a possibility of creating more load to this side down.
Okay.
So drop to a lower time frame, looking for a sell opportunity. So we'll drop to the 4-hour time frame. And when we get to the 4-hour time frame, we can see the opportunities we have we have the invalidation point. And right here, we have the break-in retest structure. We had two entries, whereby price came to respect on the first entry on the break-in retest structure. So it's yeah, as long as you know the trend, as long as you already got the point where the price is moving to, you have to look at an for an entry to support that direction.
Yeah. So now where would our next entry be? Where would we be waiting for our next entry?
After this entry right here.
Yeah, after this break and retest, where would we wait for the next entry?
Okay, in this situation, I usually wait for price to move to create more lows, because I usually I usually like taking my sales very high, and taking my buys very low. So if we see that we start looking for a sell right here, yeah, we may get a sell, but it will be too risky. Price may reverse anyhow. Though in entries like this, it's somehow not easy for price to get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we can proceed. You can choose any other index to analyze.
Okay, let's do one of these crash boom markets, maybe crash 300 or boom 300 or 1000 anyway.
Okay, let's check out the boom 300. So we'll go to the most high time frame, the daily time frame, and getting to the daily time frame, we can see that we are creating more highs. We broke structure right here in this structure, so it's a high possibility of creating more highs. And we can see right here that price came to respect this break and retest structure.
Yeah.
And remember, this break and retest structure, it's a break and retest structure of from a higher time frame. It's from the daily time frame. That means we have a high possibility of creating more highs. So what you're going to do, we'll drop to the first. I'll try to show you where price. We'll try to make a research where price went to respect exactly by
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. No, go on. I'll ask when you're done.
This is the break-in retest structure. We're going to try to look where price.
Yeah, so whenever you see something like this, a break and retest, you mark just the wick from the wick to the body, then you look for entries inside.
Yeah, of course.
In between.
Yeah, but it usually depends on the time frame.
No, I mean obviously you start your analysis from the daily time frame, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you see your break and retest structure on like the 4 hour, do you still mark the week and then look for entries on the lower time frame, maybe the 1 hour again or 30 minutes? Or do you have to always start your analysis from the daily? Is that how you always do it?
It depends on the week. There are some weeks that have few pips. Like how I told you, there are some structures that have high stop loss and some structures have low level stop loss. So if a structure has a low stop loss, let's say something like 10, 20, 30 pips, I won't look for a hidden structure. But if the entry has a long wick that has something like 50, 60, 70 pips, then I will start looking for the hidden structure. So it usually
so does this one, does it have a huge stop loss or?
We are in the daily time frame, so it's a high possibility.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, go on.
To the 4 hour time frame. And getting to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that we have this structure retest right here. And
I think we also have an invalidation point. Is that an invalidation?
Where? Right here.
By the left. No, by the left.
We don't.
Isn't that an invalidation?
We don't have an invalidation right here, but you can drop to the lower time frame. So we'll drop to the 1 hour time frame. We'll drop to the 1 hour time frame. And in the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have a full impasse. We have a full impasse, though right here, we have a hidden invalidation that begins from this point to this point right here. This point to this point right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereby this would have been our entry. So as how I told you, sometimes price respects higher time frames and ignores lower time frames. And most of the time, higher time frames are mostly respected more than lower time frames. But what we usually do in lower time frames, we usually go to lower time frames to look for a accurate entry, an entry with a low level of stop loss. That's what we usually do in lower time frames, but we usually do it by respecting the higher time frames.
Yeah.
Entry will be from the higher time frames. The signal will be from the higher time frames, but its entry will be in a lower time frame. Its entry will be in a
So
lower.
which time frame do you use for the entry?
I usually use the 1 hour time frame, sometimes the 30 minutes, and sometimes I usually go to the 5:15 to the 1 minute. It depends on the structure, especially when you are looking for a re-entry or when you are looking for a hidden structure. Most of the time, hidden structures are usually in lower time frames.
In like the 15, 30 minutes time frame?
It depends. Sometimes it could be in the 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes, 4 hour. It usually depends on the market structure. So right here, these are the entries we had. These two entries right here for getting this buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we had to look for a re-entry after missing this first entry right here, we would have taken this entry right here. We would have taken this entry right here. Have you got the point till there?
Yeah.
So till there, do you have any questions about the top-down analysis?
Not yet. I've not fully grasped it, but I think I need to practice for me to be able to fully understand.
Yeah,
So maybe when I start listening, I'd fully understand it because it's kind of complicated.
yeah, you'll be making some analysis. The more you practice, is the more you get to understand more on this, especially on the top-down analysis. It needs
Yeah.
it needs some a lot of practice and experience.
Yeah.
The real point, it's in the top-down analysis, not in the structures. It's how how you're going to combine everything in your entries.
Okay, so can we for that V75, yeah?
Yeah.
I think V75 has been buying now. So like let's say now obviously the next thing to look for on V75 is the reversal point for where you'd enter at reversal, because I mean it's a strong buy. I wouldn't know where to enter to continue the pattern. Like now, if you want to look for a counter trade, like currently now you want to analyze and make your analysis and set your entry and wait for price to get to that point. How would you do it? Can you just do that analysis for me on V75 right now?
Okay, and on the possible sell on the VIX. Okay.
Yes, V75.
Right
Because
here.
I know there's a structure retest. There's a structure retest. I think I saw that already.
Yeah, we have structure retest right here. So you can see that this is the most highest structure in the market right now.
Are we doing markets from the body or the week? I thought we marked it from the week on the daily time frame.
Yeah, of course. Like we'll get to that point.
Okay.
So right here, when you look at V75, this is the most high structure that we have.
Yeah.
So what I'm expecting is to price to respect, to give us an entry at the structure retest, or price may break this structure. Remember, when price breaks this structure, it will be, we won't have any other structure to give us a confirmation from this side.
Yes. So what do you do?
So what you're going to do, you're going to wait for a reversal candlestick, a daily reversal candlestick, right? After getting a daily reversal candlestick, that's when you look for a re-entry and you start looking for a sell. I don't know if you've got my point till there.
No, if price breaks structure,
Yeah,
you wait for a reversal candlestick on the daily or on the lower time frame.
on the daily time frame.
So that means you have to wait for the candle to close.
Yeah, of course, you have to wait for the candle to close. And after the closing of the candlestick, that's when you start looking for an entry. And such entries usually work out a lot of pips, because a few people usually trade such entries. And most of the time, when price is on move, whereby these are some of the things I've been experiencing in VIX. Let's say when price is buying a lot, most of the time price doesn't respect on clear entries, like the structure retest or maybe invalidation. Most of the time it goes to the hidden structures. Let's say maybe the hidden invalidation, or maybe the hidden structure as the hidden structure. Most of the time I've been experiencing such. Also, most of the entries that work out a lot of pips, even this buy I took right here, if you try to recognize all the buys or sells that I've worked on, something like 1K pips, 1,000 pips, 2,000, 3,000, I'll never clear entries. I'll never entries. I've never experienced a clear entries on such amount of pips. Most of the time, those entries are usually hidden, so that only a few can take those entries. Because if the price, remember in the forex market, most of the retail traders usually lose, right? So
Yeah.
we can see that right now many people are anticipating to sell this structure retest. It's like almost everyone is looking for a sell. So price will obviously break.
To manipulate the market.
Yeah, price has to manipulate, so only a few can win. So that's
so in this case now, how would you look for a sell? Let's say the price was going to respect this thing. It won't respect on the obvious structure, right?
Yeah, most of the time it never respects on the obvious structures. Especially
so where would you, let's say you want to look for a sell now, how would you analyze it for an entry? Can you show me now? You've marked the wick and the body. So how would you look for sales, like those hidden structures in this kind of scenario? Let's say you want to look for a sell in this structure.
What I will do, if I have to look for a sell right here, I will try my best to minimize my stop loss. I look for an entry that has a low level of risk. So I'll drop to a lower time frame, to the 4 hour. It's let's see, in the 4 hour. I don't know if we were the 4 hour at that time. Yeah,
No, this is the 24 hours. This is the daily time frame.
Sometimes binary usually indicates it's a daily, but it's not. Most of the time, it's usually tricky.
Did you click it? You haven't? I don't think you've clicked it yet.
Now this is the daily.
Okay, so we're going down to the 4-hour.
That means this is the 4-hour. So in the 4-hour time frame, we don't see any clear entry. So we will drop to the 1 hour. But remember, okay, let me just go to the 1 hour. Price won't reach to the 1 hour time frame. It's a limit they have set. You can see that
What?
price won't allow us to look at the 1 hour time frame.
Oh, okay.
So what we are going to do, we'll go to the 2-hour time frame that it's almost near to the 1 hour time frame.
Okay.
So in the 2-hour time frame, and also I'm going to add upon something. So right here on the sale I took today, the sale I took today was the signal was from this structure retest. I mean break and retest structure right here. That's the sale I took today from this VIX.
Yeah.
So right now, these are the structures we have. My huge anticipation.
That's invalidation X, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my anticipations will be on this structure right here and this structure right here. I can see this structure right here has a high stop loss. It's more than 100 pips. That's too risky. So what I'll do, I'll take this entry right here, whereby the stop loss will be something like 35 pips right here.
Yeah.
And I'll also, if this fails, then I'll go take this structure right here up. And also something else I would like to add. Okay, let's say when you get to a structure and you get to realize like that structure has a high level of stop loss, what you're going to do, you will have to minimize your lot size. You'll have to minimize your
Yeah.
lot size, then take that trade. That's what I usually do most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I would have to take this trade right here, well, what I'll do, I have to minimize my stop loss. I mean my lot size. So that will be the anticipations that I'll be expecting.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
I'm sure I'd have questions when I start practicing. But for now, no, I don't have any question.
It's okay. So whenever you have any questions, don't hesitate asking me.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I can always ask you questions. Is this mentorship like for life, or is there expiry dates for it? Because I don't know.
Okay, it's the limits are on the Zoom meetings. Okay, though someone can ask questions on I can reply in the Telegram.
Okay. So I can always ask questions.
Yeah, but if it's too if the question is somehow maybe complicated to explain it in Telegram, then we can schedule for a Zoom meeting.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, you're
Can we